Hi and welcome to Ivy Times TV. I'm Sally Turner reporting from Red Hook, Brooklyn, a Cacao Prieto factory where inventor and entrepreneur Daniel Preston has done something a little unusual. So let's go inside and see what it is. This is Cacao Prieto, a boutique chocolate maker in Brooklyn's Red Hook neighbourhood, founded by inventor and former aerospace engineer Daniel Preston. The small factory is using custom-designed devices to improve upon the machine-heavy process of chocolate making.
I started this company with myself and with a few members of my team from the aerospace company. And basically you can't take an aerospace engineer and a couple mechanical engineers and put them in a chocolate factory without changing stuff.
Take, for example, the vortex winnower. A device designed by Preston, it allows the shell and the meat of the cacao bean to be separated quickly and easily. A huge time saver and, according to Preston, a vital piece of the factory's workflow. Preston is working on designing other more efficient machines for chocolate production and is making them available to other small chocolatiers. But aside from their chocolate business, this multi-layered company has an even more interesting component.
A lot of people don't realize, but chocolate's a fermented food. So chocolate comes from seeds. Everyone calls them cacao beans or cocoa beans, but they're actually seeds. Part of the process that makes them, changes them into what you think of as chocolate is a fermentation process. One of the things that we change in the process is we use a controlled inoculation. So we use known strains of beneficial yeast that we cultivate, and we generate a wine and we generate beans for chocolate at the same time. That wine, in order to make it shelf stable, we distill it into a brandy, or in the case of fermentations where we add sugarcane juice, we distill it into a rum.
That's right, they make chocolate liquor. Using a still designed by Preston, the fermentation of the cacao is harnessed and can produce stable liquors that carry a distinct chocolate flavour. The factory has the capacity to produce 200,000 bottles per year. If the liquor hooks the public, they plan to expand and produce 5 million bottles a year. Cacao Prieto was issued the only commercial distillery licence in New York City since Prohibition. The licence allows them to use ingredients grown outside of New York City, giving them a distinct production advantage. But more important to their success is, of course, the liquor's taste. Alex Clark, Cacao Prieto's sale manager, believes the chocolate liquor will have no problem with winning over the public, because the liquor is actually the product of cacao bean fermentation and not just chocolate flavoured.
There is no other product on the market like this, I've been a bartender for many, many years, and the one thing you can't do in a cocktail is chocolate, because the only ingredients that are out there are creme de cacao, basically, which is garbage. It's like fat, sugar, emulsifiers, and maybe some cocoa powder if you're lucky. And it doesn't taste anything like chocolate. And you also have Godiva on the market that doesn't taste anything like chocolate, and it's very expensive. But this, finally, is something that's actually worth the money and tastes like chocolate.
They've already created numerous cocktails with the liquor. Its strength, he says, is in its mixability.
Just a different angle. Yes, it will sweeten it, because...
Now that tastes like butterscotch chocolate.
There you go. Even happier, right?
This is a female-friendly rum, I'm telling you right now. It's delicious.
And it's extremely mixable, that's the point. So,
so with cocktails...
hoping to see that...
versatility that way.
Right, exactly. So, our target market to start with is going to be the cocktail industry around North America. But to start with, New York City, which we have a good handle on. And, we'll gauge the reaction and go from there.
The success of Cacao Prieto chocolate liquor remains to be seen. The first bottles will be finding their way into New York City bars in the upcoming weeks. But it's not all sweets and drinks at Cacao Prieto. The company is also conducting biotech research on cacao and continuing to develop a 2,000-hectare farm in the Dominican, with the goal of revolutionising organic and self-sustainable farming methods. We asked Preston, who at the age of 41 has already founded and sold 2 very successful companies, for some advice for would-be entrepreneurs.
Everybody always worries about financing, and I guess the common first mistake for an entrepreneur is to not get the best possible deal, I guess. And I would just say that money is generally easy to find. What's not easy to find is value-added money. So value-added investors, meaning investors will bring something more to the table than just their cash. So, it takes a lot to succeed in business, and you should try to set your business up with investors that can help you in one aspect or another in the business. So just take your time, find the right partners, and accept a fair deal.